Yellow over green. I'm gonna go take a photograph of the signal real quick. Always cool to see yellow over green. I forget what the term for it is. I'm not good with signal terms. I always forget them. Going across the road here. Don't have to worry much about being on the tracks because I'll hear this thing at least at the crossing just north of me. So let's try and get a... Oh, that's not going to work. Let's see, is it? Yeah, it's a little dirty. So we got yellow over green now. Don't have to worry because I'm going to hear it at the crossing before here at least. And I'm just wanting to get a quick photograph of that. Hey there, how's it going? Alright. Turn my camera off, it's about to die. And I still need it for recording. Tennessee Railfanning 535, how's it going? I'm just going to say your YouTube name. Advanced approach, medium clear. Yeah, I forget the terms. I'm not good with signal terms. This is in Covington, by the way, so it's headed your way. I don't know if you'll be able to get it or not, but I figured I'd let you know. Whatever this is going to be, of course. Gonna go over here near the water tower. I don't know. I don't know what it's gonna be. I just got here, saw the signal was on, and was like, hey, it's gonna meet something. I'll start a live stream. We're gonna walk over here. JBS Rail Services truck. This is interesting. And then we've got an unmarked high rail over there. So here at Covington, gonna show off a few cool things. You can fail safety, but safety will never fail you. Then we've got this old box over here. I don't know what they're doing with this. Then we've got the old depot over here. This used to be a depot for the Illinois Central. That is exactly where the old sign used to be. I used to come in here when it was a barber shop as a kid. There used to be a yellow caboose sitting right there. It was a yellow Illinois Central Golf caboose. I have no idea what happened to it. I've been trying to find out for years. We've got the old Medallion Rock, which has been turned into a UT logo. I have actually come in here since it was turned to UT. I got invited in for a tour along with an engineer friend of mine. This is the old IC Freight House, and it is now Metal Roofing Supply. If you look over here past this auto shop and down into that place, which I don't know what that is, you can still see the rails here from the spur line, which now ends up there at the road. But the rails are still here. Here they are. Oh yeah, it'd be cool if you were here. And here are the rails, still from the old spur line, and they cross the road right there. You can kind of see the rails poking out. So they go under all of these And then at the road here, you can see them poke out again. There's the rail. You can see the indent where the rail is under the cement here. And then you can see the rail there. And it goes into there. I think that's about where it ends. This is the old freight house. And of course the depot here. There's a picture somewhere of right by the depot. There's a GM&O engine stopped here. I think it's on Rail Pictures. I really miss that caboose though. I wish I knew what happened to it. I hope it didn't get scrapped. But it was a bright yellow caboose. All right, there it is. We got to get back to the crossing. It still sounds like it's a little bit away. I might be talking to this place about getting a rail cam set up in the future if I can. It'd be a good spot, either here or New Bern. I kind of want to talk to New Bern first, since they're a railroad museum and they're more likely to do it. But I'd like to see if they'd partner up with Steel Highway. If you haven't gotten any of the Steel Highway magazines, I do recommend it. They're pretty cool. It could be. It could be a Tier 4. We'll find out here in just a second. Let's take another look at this JBN Rail Services logo. That's not a bad logo. I like it. Let's see if I can get a shot on my Nikon here. No. It'll have to be the Canon. I'm going to kill this battery. That's a cool logo, though. So it's almost here. Let's walk around this trailer here. I wonder what this is for. Is this for picking up one of the excavators or something? Or maybe that is going to carry some MOW? I kind of doubt that. There's the CN propane tank. And the Covington milepost sign that's still laying there that I've been looking at for a while now. I found it laying face down in the mud recently. I just picked it up and got some pictures of it with the depot and freight house. I think they're going to get rid of that. They haven't done anything with it in months, and it's just been laying face down most of the time I see it. Oh, and it's damaged pretty badly, so. Someone's working up top that right now. I feel bad for them. Then again, they're probably used to it. There's the moon. So we should be seeing this any moment now because we just heard it. My guess is it was probably at Mueller Brass, Melrose Road. Somewhere in that area. So we should be hearing it again any moment now.
I heard it.
Yeah, so did I. I was down there talking about the depot and freight house and what's left of the spur line that ends out of the road there.
I hear it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I guess it could have been Melrose.
That's what I'm thinking.
It sounded a little close to be Melrose, but then again, it hasn't honked in a while.
No, it's close now. That's the first one. Well, no, that may be.
That may be Mueller Brass.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's meeting on the siding. We'll find out in a little bit, hopefully. All right. All right, guys, here we go. Gonna move over here for the DPU so we got better light. Or a better view of it. All right. Train number 1. Empty coal, you said? Oh, that's cool. Yep, empty coal is what you said. I'm inclined to believe you on that. Signal still red. Will there be something behind it? It's still red. There might be something behind it. Yeah, you're probably right about it being 7 or C739. I do not know the coal symbols. Nope, signals are out. So next thing's going to be coming off of the siding. So next we're going to have this southbound. Whatever the southbound is. I'm not sure what that is either. You can still see the DPU down there. And now we wait again. Yeah, it could be a grain train. I remember just a little while ago when that little table over there, I don't know if you can see it. Not really. But there's a little table over there, and I remember just about a month or two ago, it was full of stuff. There was a ton of stuff down there, and now there's just not. There's only like a couple things down there, and everything else had been gotten rid of. I still see its light on the rail from around the corner, just barely. He's moving pretty good though, so it's definitely not him who's stopping. Look at that tower, that goes way up. Oh. There we go. Look at that tower, that goes way up there. I've seen this whole thing like shake in the wind before, and I know it's not going to fall, but man, it's creepy as heck looking up there and just seeing it kind of moving. Of course, they may have also done something about that by now, I don't know. I've also seen signals sway in the wind, like just before getting replaced. There was this one a little while back that got hit by a car that had to replace the signal, and that's when they switched it to LEDs, unfortunately. But I remember looking at it after it was hit by the car, and it was just going boom, bam in the wind. You could hear it banging on the plate it was sitting on. I did catch 195. 195 had quite a few auto racks on it and was going slow, so I thought it was going to meet something, and then it didn't. But yes, I did catch 195, and it went very slow through Covington here for some strange reason. I'll actually show my video of 195. How's that sound? A little spoiler for the video that'll come up for later today. Well, it's not coming out later today. Oh, I also took a photograph of this. I think that's really cool. Oh, and I had a truck honk too when I stopped to get a photo of that thing there. Anyways, 195. Here it is. I'm spoiling a bunch of my video. Oh, wait, back. There we go. I think that was the same one I saw trailing the other day. There's 195. And of course, we just had that coal train go through, and now we're waiting for that final southbound to get off the siding, which is just north of us. So it should be here soon. We should be hearing its horn pretty soon. Yeah, those rebuilds really look nice with the new paint. I mean, CN is kind of bland because I catch it all the time, but I gotta admit, I really like their paint scheme. In terms of a paint scheme, it's really good. It could just be red like CP, even though I think CP has a cool logo. Well, CPKC now. I keep forgetting they're merged. I think they have a cool logo, but their paint scheme's just red. It's okay. But their classic scheme, that was real nice. CSX is, yeah, I understand just calling it CP. That's really what it is. I'm trying to call it CPKC for sake of what it's actually called now. But I'm definitely still going to be calling it CP and slipping on that. CSX kind of... I liked their boxcar logo. I think their boxcar logo was pretty cool. The paint scheme, it's fine. The blue and yellow does go kind of cool together. I like BNSF's paint scheme too, but that's mainly due to the orange being my favorite color. It really does sound weird. BNSF does sound good. BNSF sounds good with 4 letters, but CPKC not so much. It's kind of a mouthful. Canadian Pacific Kansas City. I still don't think that was the best name they could have gone with for the merger. But that's just my opinion. I mean, it's their railroad. They can do what they want. I remember someone telling me they could go back to the CP name later, kind of like ICG went back to IC in its later years. And yeah, that's a distinct possibility. They could do that. I mean, you never know. There was a train that went from Homewood Yard to Griffith, Indiana. Not Griffith, Indiana. Gary, Indiana. It went to Kirkyard and Gary. So Markham Yard to Kirkyard, and it was the OCS train, and it had the 3023 and 3008 heritage units, and the paint has been touched up a bit, and they both have the IPO stickers on the nose taken off to look closer to the actual railroad. Man, it looks good, and I'm so jealous of anyone who's caught it. I'm very jealous of anyone who's caught that. Especially, I was told it was most likely going to go south. So I got excited about it, and I was like, oh yeah, that's going to be Chase. And then I got word later on in the day that it's going to Gary, Indiana and back. So, yeah, of course. That thing probably won't go down the Fulton subdivision anytime soon. And the heritage units are probably going to Canada. Speaking from experience. Reminds me of the GTW heritage. After all the time, just like a month and a half or so ago, it came down the Fulton subdivision for the first time since being repainted. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm finally going to catch that. And then, yeah, I missed it. And then, someone gave a heads up that it was in Union City, Tennessee, going northbound. Of course, didn't know about it till after it passed me. How's my day today been? Yeah, it's been okay. Not bad, not great. Certainly not a day I would really complain about. Just kind of been a boring one overall. Yeah, this has really been the highlight of my day, other than winning a few rounds in Minecraft Hunger Games I didn't think I'd win. Because I've been playing a lot of Minecraft again recently. After all this time, it's still my favorite game. I will say, it's a lot different from when I first started playing. And it was already... Oh, when did I first start playing? Let's see. I started playing console edition. That was my first Minecraft version. I can't remember what update it was, though, at that time. In fact, I still have an older... I'm still on Title Update 24 for Minecraft Xbox, so... I don't have a lot of the new items, and it really is refreshing to go play an old version of it. It's one of those games where it's just fun to go back and play an old version. Not to say it isn't great now, but it's just a lot of fun seeing how it used to be. I thought I saw the light up there on the rails, but it was just a car going over the crossing. We can try it. What day is International Train Day again? I always forget, honestly. National Train Day. Oh, man. I remember back when I I can't talk tonight. I remember back when I did not know that National Train Day existed. And I later found out Memphis had some amazing National Train Days that I never knew about. May 13th, I'll have to see what I can do. It'd be fun to meet up and hang out for a while. I'm hoping this weekend I can go up to the Bluff City division of the Memphis Model Railroaders meetup and take 2 of my O-gauge models up there to run. I really want to go and take 2 of the O-gauge models. One of them I haven't run since I got it like a year ago because the track just will not agree with the engine. I finally got it to run, and then it kept derailing because the curves were too tight. Because I only got an oval of track I can put down. I really need to get something better, but it's kind of outside my options right now. I am, however, looking to start a layout around the wall of my room and just have a track going around my room with a few buildings and stuff on it. It's short line themed. And it'd mainly be using smaller engines. I have quite a love for small steam for some reason. And I'd love to have a lot of that running on there, as well as a lot of EMD, GMD products, maybe some Alcos. Oh, there we go. But that'll be HO gauge or N gauge. But if I do HO gauge, I'm going to try and fit a smaller little circle track on there that's N gauge. And that will be done as a live steam layout that's near the main depot area. And it's set in Memphis, kind of set in the backwood part of Memphis that's not so populated. And it'll just carry the name every single one of my fictional railroads has had, and that would be Memphis and Southern. I like the name, and I have no idea what to change it to. I need to make a logo for the railroad. I know I can. I just got no ideas for the logo. We're gonna check the signal, this side of it. See if it's lined out yet, since I'm not hearing it. And I would think I would by now. So we're gonna check over here, see if this signal's on. Yep, it's definitely green. This is one of the few signals in the area that still got the old light bulbs. Yeah, it's green now. Yep. Probably. I'm gonna try and get a shot here. That's... Let's see, did I even get a good shot? No, I did not. Okay, whatever. Oh, I do too. I hope they don't replace these anytime soon. The LEDs are great because you can see them real well, but they're just not the same as the old icy color lights like these. Sure, I have trouble seeing what color the signal is every now and then, but I just think these have more character than the LEDs, if that makes sense. Probably not. The more I think about it, the more it doesn't. Yeah. I wish there were more signals on the Memphis subdivision. Like, right after it gets out of the yard, it's dark territory for a while. It's just dark territory. Is it all the way up to Brewston? No, I think there's a couple sidings and such that might have signals. I don't know for sure. But I know that's one of the reasons Amtrak won't operate on that line. We could really use a commuter train around here. Which we almost had one, but of course Memphis didn't like trains at the time. I'm still mad about that. We could have had a Tennessee commuter train between Memphis and Nashville, and probably further by now. The Music City Star maybe even could have been it. I wonder what a Memphis commuter train would look like. And we almost knew. They have a siding track in Galloway, Brownsville, Gibson, and Trezevant, Tennessee. Yeah, I know the sidings. I just didn't know if they have signals on it. Well, I know some of the sidings. I don't know all of them. I know Galloway and I know Brownsville. And I've heard Trezevant. I've also heard Gibson, but I couldn't remember that one if you'd asked. Of course, I couldn't remember Trezevant either off the top of my head. Galloway and Brownsville, though, I could have. They also have that siding in Arlington. Not really much of a siding. It's more like a spur in a way. That's what they use it as anyway. I mean, it connects to both ends, but they use it as a spur, not a siding in Arlington, from whenever I've seen it. I hope it gets here soon. My phone's getting low battery. So if this train doesn't get here soon, if the stream ends all of a sudden, it's because my phone died. Let's see, what percentage is it on? Oh, golly gee, it's on 5%. It better get here soon or else I'm going to have to end the stream. Here, real quick. Hey, Dad. I gotta charge my phone for a minute. So can you pause that, please?
Oh, what?
I gotta charge my phone. It's getting real low.
Charge it, but I'm gonna listen to what I'm gonna listen to.
Oh, well, never mind then. Yeah, it'll die in a second, guys. Hopefully this train gets here first, because I want to continue it until this train passes, but I don't know if my phone will let me. And this train that's taking forever to move. Like I said, if my phone dies within the next 2+ minutes, maybe not even that, I may just end the stream here. I don't want to, but I may have to. Because my phone is on 5%. Oh, never mind. Now it's on 3%. Okay, well, I guess I'm ending it here. I'll see what I can do about getting the stream back up in a moment after I charge my phone for a moment. So, hopefully see y'all in just a minute.